Hey guys, this is Midwest Finesse, and today I wanted to discuss one of my spinning reels that I've personally liked. It, I believe, goes for $40. If you watch sales, you can usually get cheaper. This is the Boo Garcia Silver Max right here in the size 4000. It's a 5-to-1 gear ratio, and to me, it seemed like a decent reel. It's fairly smooth for $40. I mean, it's got the Boo Garcia Rocket Line management right here for when you're casting. It's honestly seemed like a pretty good reel. It's nice and sturdy. Like, I feel like if I line this up heavier, I could probably go out there and catch some channel cats out on this reel. The only problems I really experienced with it is this little knob over here. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. Is that it loosens every so often. You just gotta take it and just tighten it back down, and you're ready to fish some more. But all that is the knob for handle to make sure that stays on there. But that's the only problem I've really had with this reel. I've only tested mono on it, so I don't know how braid works. I might try that later on in the future. But for $40 and just plain mono on it, and your basic bass fishing, maybe some light bluegill, it seemed like a pretty good reel. This was the reel earlier I was using for finesse fishing, so here's that little clip from earlier. It's Midwest Finesse today, and I came out here to decide to fish. I think it's somewhere about 30, if not less than that. Caught one right here with the Ned Locks and the Z-Man Tier D and green pumpkin. Nice little crappie. So yeah, that's the reel I used earlier in that setup. Like I said, it's just seemed like a good reel to me. If you're just trying to get some bass fishing and try and find a budget-friendly reel, I would recommend this reel. So this is the reel I was using. Next, I'll discuss the rod that I was using. It is a Casking Walleye Wide-Eye rod. You can find these at casking.com or amazon.com. Either way, it has a nice rubberized cork right here to protect the butt of your rod. I like this because some companies do a plastic, and when you're just carrying out there, they get it nicked up and all kinds of stuff. But this one, that rubberized cork really kind of protects it down there, and I like that. They've got their logo right there too for Casking. There's again their logo, but it's got a T-hook keeper down here. Sorry for that. One thing you'll notice too is they've got down here below your handle. Typically what they have them right up here on this upper section above the handle. I really like this feature because if you have rod socks, you don't want your bait getting hooked into your rod sock and trying to deal with that mess of trying to keep your hooks out of them and not just cause a mess. So putting that down there, I think, was a really smart idea. It's also got a nice cork handle, I believe Fuji makes, and it's a nice. I love a good old-fashioned cork handle. I really do like the new wind grip handles too, but good old cork just feels good on the hand too. But it's got a nice EVA top right here. Sorry I can't show you the full rod of it. If you're looking for more photos, I'd recommend going to their website at Casking or Amazon and looking at their Casking Walleye Wide-Eye rod. And this is the Power Rig 7.1. It's a 7-foot 1 inch, and it's a medium light fast action. So it's got that light power, or it's got a light feel to it. It's 3.9 ounces, and just feels good in the hand to me. So this was the rod that I was using earlier for that setup that I showed in the clip earlier. So next I want to discuss, and this is the exact bait I was using earlier when I talked about the other day in one of my videos. This is the new Z-Man Ned Locks jig head. So I believe this is the color green pumpkin right here, their finesse and their finesse tier D. I think this is also a 15th ounce right here. It's felt like a really good bait. I mean, I personally like a 1/5 ounce. But I wanted to go lighter and see how it works, because I've heard that's better to go lighter. And I tried it, and it slowed down the action a lot. So instead of, if you've seen a Ned rig before, it just kind of pops up, comes right back down with that heavy weight. This light one, it just kind of pop up and slowly come back down. Maybe not, I maybe exaggerated probably right there a little bit. But it just slightly came up and then came back down. It wasn't like a quick pop up and right back down. So that was nice, having that slow down action for bass. Their metabolism is slowed down a little bit, and they're a little bit more lethargic, and you're trying to catch them, or as I did, I caught a crappie. Still fun fish to catch if you're trying to catch something, especially once it's cold out. It was 31 degrees when I was doing that. It was pretty cold. But I really like the Ned locks. I think this is probably going to be my new favorite hook instead of their Shrooms heads. The hook's just a lot stiffer. I like that because you can get better hook sets with that stiffer hook instead of that light wire. And I noticed one thing when I got snags, if anything was going to snap, it's probably my line, not my hook. So I do like that feature. And another little tip I'll tell you, I'm sure lots of other people have told you this too, put a little drop of super glue right here at the top. Just keeps your bait tied up against there. You can see how I'm tugging on that, staying right up there. But this is the exact same bait I was using earlier when I caught that fish. And it's a nice little rig. I've mentioned it in other videos. Go check out some of my other YouTube videos if you're interested in more about the Z-Man Ned rig. But I really like those jig heads because this is the first time that I had to use them. And I had really used the rod, and the rod seemed to feel pretty great. It took those light lures and would cast them out there pretty nicely. And it would also have the backbone I feel like I could catch nice sized fish with too, and not just those little dinks that you'd usually catch. But it just felt like a good rod on the hand. It's light. I bought it for $80. That's usually $100. So that was nice. But if you go onto Amazon, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll have lightning deals for casting gear, and it's nice watching those things because if you're like me, I'm just trying to watch out for those sales so I can get on sale stuff on my fishing gear. Try and make it a little bit cheaper. Save up for other things that cost a little bit more expensive, like maybe a more expensive reel if you're trying to get into that, so it has more bearings, so it's smoother, has maybe more features. But I would recommend both the rod and this jig head right here if you're trying to get a sturdy hook, but still keep it a Ned rig and small profile. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.